This is 13 Investigates.
And 13 Investigates has learned that hundreds of local workers are waiting to figure out if they were exposed to dangerous chemicals while on the job. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Andrea Moorhead. The warehouse here in Indianapolis where they once worked is now empty. And as the state now looks for answers, a lawsuit has been filed against the nation's largest retailer, Walmart. Our 13 Investigates team, Sandra Chapman and Bob Siegel, broke this story this afternoon. We begin with Bob. And Bob, you've been talking to workers. What are they telling you tonight?
Well, John, they've waited weeks to get answers. Exactly who's been exposed and what have they been exposed to? Those answers involving PCBs, well, they lie within an evacuated warehouse on the east side of Indianapolis, and it's a major processing facility for Walmart. What is usually a bustling warehouse for 600 workers is now deserted. A main gate is locked. The lobby sits empty. The only activity, a single security guard patrolling the parking lot. This massive warehouse processes returned merchandise for Walmart, and it's run by a company called XL. Quietly, the building was evacuated exactly 4 weeks ago, and Eyewitness News has discovered why. 13 Investigates obtained this company document that shows the warehouse is now contaminated with dangerous chemicals called PCBs.
PCBs are a carcinogen. They can cause cancer if you're exposed to high enough concentrations over a long enough period of time.
So how long were employees exposed and at what levels? At this point, no one knows. Walmart is conducting testing inside the facility after a strange residue was found near some equipment. In the meantime, workers are getting tested too. Joseph Van Gogh, AT&C, and hundreds of other XL workers are getting free blood tests offered by the company.
You're going to feel a pinch, okay?
The testing is meant to provide more information for both the company and for workers who are now waiting and wondering.
PCB it can give cancer, and then that's scary. And then PCB in the body can stay for a long time. How PCB going to affect us, that's something we worry about.
State and federal investigators now consider this an active cleanup site. And now the biggest focus of the investigation.
They're trying to figure out the source of the PCBs. And once they can isolate the source of the material, they'll have a better idea of just how much exposure may have occurred.
For now, no one is allowed inside the East Side warehouse except for investigators. It is a test of patience for hundreds of workers looking for answers.
Okay, sir, that's it. You're all done.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
XL and Walmart say they've been very proactive in guarding worker safety, and they're actively looking for a new building so they can resume business and get their employees back to work. That'll likely take at least another month. In the meantime, all full-time employees at the Indianapolis Return Center are still getting full pay and benefits while the investigation continues. Andrea?
And what about that investigation, Bob? What is the timeline for that?
Well, state officials say it's not like an episode of CSI where you get back results and answers within an hour. It's already been a month since the evacuation. We're talking several more weeks, possibly months, to get all the test results. Now, I can tell you investigators are narrowing in on where the dangerous compounds and chemicals may have come from. I'll show you their latest findings coming up tonight at 6.
All
Andrea,
right.
John.
Bob, thank you. We appreciate it.